All right, warriors, welcome back. Before we get started, we're going to do a breathing exercise for real, though, for real. It's going to take 5 seconds for real. We're going to breathe in deep, we're going to hold it, and then we're going to release together. If you passed out, you held it for too long, or a commercial came on, and you need more than just these videos for therapy. We need to talk. Breathe, fool, breathe. 5 seconds is just going to get us realigned on our path. You know, because you had to veer off a little to understand how destructive the fear of missing out can be. 5 seconds keeps us from falling for the manipulations and the temptations. Let's do this together, man. Come on, 5 seconds. Release slowly. Right, shake that shit off. You know, one thing we need to understand is narcissists chose a side. And just like they're on a mission, you need to cut them loose. And let me tell you why. You may be confused on the mission, but they're not. You cutting soul ties, you going in hermit, you isolating yourself is going to be your protection. And I'll tell you why. You need to be on your path, on your road. Narcissists need to be freed up in order to either 1, run into their own kind, or 2, go and awaken another warrior. You see, each one of us had to pass our test. A karmic, a narcissist, a sociopath, or a psychopath had to come into your crossroad, into your path, as a connection for you to open your eyes and now come to your own crossroads. You got a cross to bear. The narcissist chose not to bear that cross. It's easier to avoid than to truly be at peace with your authentic self. They've been so busy plagiarizing, playing in a simulation, and continuously losing every connection. But they know this. It's why they're prepared. It's why they refine the art of testing you. And we're going to go over that. Look, I don't care if you feel it's lonely where you're at. No one gives a shit, including myself. And I'll tell you why. Because it was just as fucking lonely at the bottom as it is at the top. You either learn to deal with it or be pimped by others. You're either going to lead in your life or you're going to follow someone else's life. Warriors, I want to read a comment that another warrior shared with us in the remarks. It makes so much sense that it bears repeating. Barbara Harris, and I quote, "Live with the devil and you'll find there's a God." Oh, so much truth to that. You know what I'm saying? But we gaslight ourselves. Our own mind plays mind fucks with us. I'll give you an example. This is no shit. There isn't a single soul other than babies that wake up in the morning and their breath smells like hope, like puppy's breath. Adorable. It's when you get into adulthood, as soon as you been weaned off that tit, your shit stink and your breath stink. They on equal terms every morning. But your nose won't tell you that. It won't tell your brain, hey, about 3/8 of an inch, you're next to the nastiest hole that ever existed. It lies to you because it came out your hole. So your nose tells your brain, hey, he's one of us. He's one of us. It's all good until you run up on another. And they go, hey, whoa. Here, get you some whiskey and gargle, fool. It smells like something died off in you. Your nose will also whisper another sweet lie. Oh, that fart don't stink. No one can smell it. Again, your brain receives a message from your nose. That came from our ass. It's cool. They're good peeps. Warriors, we gaslight our damn selves, and that's the truth. We have to laugh about it, though, because once you start hearing all the coaches telling you the same shit, different content creators now, all of them cooking a hamburger, they just have a different way of serving it up. They have a different way of preparing it. You know what I'm saying? Garnishing it. But one thing is true. After you hear it once, twice, 3 times, you start to understand maybe there's some dots to be connected right here. Maybe we need to listen differently. Reminds me of a Boudreaux Thibodeau joke. You ever heard them Louisiana jokes? Boudreaux and Thibodeau's famous in Louisiana. I guess it's because they're everywhere. But Boudreaux decides he's going to take his John boat and he's going to load that thing up with duct tape. He fills that thing up with all the duct tape he can find. He even knocks on his neighbor's door. Says, hey, Thibodeau, you got any duct tape? He says, yeah, I do. He said, what you doing there? Boudreaux says, well, he says, I'm going to go duck hunt. He said, you're going to what? He said, I'm going to go duck hunt. He said, what you need duct tape for? He said, duct tape to get ducks. He said, Boudreaux, you done lost your mind, but here's some duct tape. He watches them march on down. Thibodeau grabs his coffee, watches them going down that road. Gets in his John boat, takes off, comes back. Man, he's got a boatload of ducks. Scratches his head. He says, man. He said, that's something right there. He said, man, where'd you get them ducks? He said, I told you I was going duck hunting. He said, man, glory be. The next morning, Boudreaux gets up. He's got a boat full of reeds or something. Thibodeau can't figure it out. Thibodeau go up there. Boudreaux, what you doing now? He said, what's that you got in the boat? He said, them's pussy willows. He says, I tell you what, I'll be right back. Let me get my hat. Warriors. This old saying too, it goes, if I tell you a duck dips snuff, look under its wing. Because you might go find the can right there where it's dipping snuff. I run, you run. You see ghetto talk? It means we sense danger. We ain't got to know what the danger is. We'll figure it out once we stop running. You see, so many of y'all stay behind trying to figure out the details and get your asses whooped even more worsterous. You need to be listening. Yes. Not all content creators are going to serve it up ever so eloquently so it don't hurt your feelings. Well, then find another channel. Find that voice of reason that's going to get you to connect them damn dots. And you yourself need to start concentrating on this too. If it's triggering you to recognize your faults, then it's doing its job. Hit this shit head on. That's the first step. It's the reason your isolation is so important. Because you need to address this. Narcissists can't. They cope and they shit test. And let me tell you some of the shit tests that they do. Distorting facts. They're going to exaggerate their experiences, to see if you're going to blindly just follow along. To see if you're going to buy into it without questioning for the details. That's what they're looking for. This is a shit test of shit tests. And then once that's recognized, guess what? The gaslighting. Now this is the steps Used also in the long-term relationship, short-term relationship, or at hello. Okay? The shit's the same. The gaslighting is going to be about this. Are you going to be able to dismiss your feelings to pacify theirs? Are you going to be able to handle this? They're going to smear and lie on someone else, and they want to see, are you going to resist? Or are you going to state as a balanced warrior would? Well, there's two sides of every story. I sure wish they were here to defend themselves. You see, they want to see how malleable you are. Are you someone who can be pimped psychologically? Now look, the desired reaction from them is, are you going to provide what they need from you? Okay? Now, the other thing is playing the victim. They're going to want to test this on you because they need to see what your willingness is to reprioritize yourself to accommodate their needs. Are you listening to me? If they can get you to do this, understand that they can get you to listen and believe them no matter what they say. Because at this point, they're gaining your trust and you're starting to believe the lies that come out of their mouth. Without question. Now, this is the part, and all this can happen now in 30 minutes, or this can happen in the long term once they done pull the woo-woo over you and you caught the feels. But they're going to start to devalue you and discard you, even at work. So this can apply in the work associations. The discard is going to be this kind of test, a loyalty shit test. Okay? This is to see, are you going to stick around no matter what and take them back no matter what? And they'll call it a test of time in relationships. You see, because relationships have to endure the test of arguments and the remedies. The thing is, a narcissist wants to provoke this, and they want to provide it more fasteristis in a shorter amount of timeristis so they can close the deal with you. Because what they're after is stability. They're after your resources. Once they get comfy and all, well then the badonkadonk takes off as if it were single. As if a whole nother personality takes over and they act one way with you and another without you. Warriors, when you smell the stank, stop believing your nose. Just because it's so close, hey, just because they're peeps, don't mean you stop paying attention. If it stank, either gargle with whiskey or pass it on. Warriors, y'all are awesome. But I want you to understand the playbook. I want you to understand it from not just a relationship side, but how it applies in associations, the work environment. All this can happen. But one thing is for sure, the playbook consists of the love bomb, the gaslighting, shit testing of boundaries, isolation, and begin to play victim and devalue and discard. Warriors, once you pick up on the playbook, you can't unsee it. And that's why I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, I provide you what you need, what is necessary at each stage, because you may not catch it until the second, third stage, fourth stage, or it depends. Sometimes they won't love bomb you till the third stage. See, it's very flexible. It's adaptive. Narcissists can serve it up at different angles. you will pick up the subtleties and disarm them. Bottom line is, question whatever comes out of their mouth. For that matter, any and all connections, always challenge it. Is that right? Is that so? Really? Interesting. Warriors, the change up will be in their demeanor. They won't be so kind, and the love bomb will stop. You will see a change, a chameleon, right before your eyes. Now, what more evidence do you need than to see a shapeshifter shift in front of you? Word up. I got to go back to that Barbara Harris. Barbara, thank you. You live with the devil, and you'll find that there is a God. Some of y'all had to congregate and sleep with the enemy to figure out, well, if there is a devil, there's this much evil. There must be a God I need to be in search of or build a relationship with. Because these fools I've been associating with, yeah, they done chose. Matter of fact, you dove off into their party in mid-worship. Entertainment for misfits. Dang it, man. I don't care. I don't care how lonely you think you feel at the top. It was just as lonely at the bottom, wasn't it? I'd rather be lonely at the top with God's grace than lonely at the bottom, blind. Let the dead bury their dead. Vengeance isn't yours. Your job is to become aware, avoid, and thrive. Don't allow anyone to disturb your peace. That's worth defending. Oh, you know that now. And you also know that love and trust come with conditions. And for now, love is just a word that's made up for marketing. You understand love is a seed that's planted with respectful cooperation, earning that seed to be planted by two. Warriors, get out there and own it. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are badasses, and I appreciate it. Appreciate all the support, for real, y'all. But more than everything in the world to me, y'all sharing in those remarks, build up your confidence. Read those remarks. Do you understand? The collective has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of experience in this journey. All of us fighting different battles, engaging differently, and our insights and awarenesses, dealing with psychopathy and narcissists. We have different battlefronts that we can share so that we don't fall for it. We avoid being butthurt because we're learning the strategies. Each and every fucking one of you, thank you so much. You're saving lives. I mean it. And one day, your war cry is going to be heard. You'll be unfucking stoppable. I know it. I'm just here to tell you I'm proud of you. And when you get there, don't forget us little people. Now get out there and thrive. Shake the dirt off your ass. Wipe your eyes. You get out there and represent. You wear that uniform. You badasses. It's never goodbye. It's always until next time. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna
Leap of faith.
Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500.
Close. 14,500 feet. Yep. And then we're gonna be falling at
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're gonna be falling very fast. We're gonna be falling at 120 miles an hour. Sweet. Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're gonna do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not gonna do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
What'd you think of it?
Loved it.
Woo! You know, honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you going to get your license now?
I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I'll be back.
Jesse, thank you for jumping with us at Skydive Lone Star. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
What an honor. Badass crew. I love it here. The hospitality, just phenomenal. 5 stars. If there were 10, I'd give it to you.
We'll take 10, that's fine.
My brother! What a fun! Wasn't it awesome?
Hey man, glad y'all came out.
What an experience.
Come and see us again.
Thank you.